There is a kind of loneliness that comes late at night. Not the loud loneliness of grief or loss, the quiet one where the world has gone still. And you find yourself wondering, is anything reliable? Do promises really hold? Can the ground beneath your feet be trusted? Let us step outside, because without interruption, without failure, without a single missed appointment, since before we were born, the sun has been rising and setting every single day, never once late nor absent. And we live our lives with the complete certainty that it will rise again tomorrow. That quite unbroken reliability, the continuous keeping of an ancient wordless appointment without pause, without collapse. The Quran has a word for it. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In our previous episodes, we explored Ahd as a human reality. A covenant between people, between a person and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, between a leader and those in their care. Today we go deeper, or perhaps a little wider, because the Arabic linguistic tradition and the Quran that elevated it does not treat covenant as something limited to just human agreements. But if you read the Quran every day, it draws our attention to the fact that it is something woven into the very fabric of creation itself. The root Ain Hadal reaches into nature, into time, into the relationship between sky and soil, rain and earth, light and darkness. And if we look carefully and reflect deeply, we begin to see a reality that is as undeniable as it is overlooked. Let us begin with a meaning most people have never heard. In classical Arabic, documented in early lexicons, the word Ahd is used for the first rain after a long drought. Ahd al-diyam. Why would you wonder the first rain be called Ahd? Because it returns. The earth has been waiting, parched, cracked, silent for months, and then the first drops fall. In that moment, it is the recognition and renewal of pact, as though something long interrupted has resumed. The rain does not simply fall, it comes back, and in coming back, it feels as though it is honoring something ancient between sky and soil. The classical Arabic synonym for this rain, wasmi, wasm, ahd, all carry the same meaning of marking, stamping, renewing. The first rain marks the earth. It says, this place is known, this ground is remembered, I have been here before, and I am here again. That is Ahd. The Arabic hanging odes, the Muʿallaqāt, are a great depiction of natural observation. Imru al-Qays, the most famous of the pre-Islamic poets, opens his Muʿallaqā standing before ruins. He says, "Qifa nabki min zikra, habibin wa manzili." Stop, let us weep at the memory of a beloved and a dwelling place. The entire nostalgia, the elegiac opening at an abandoned campsite, is an exercise in the familiarity dimension of Ahd. The poet's Ahd with this place, he knew it. He has history here, and now when he returns, the ruins barely return his recognition. Then the rains come through his ode renewing the earth, washing the ruins, making what was abandoned briefly bloom again. And the contrast is devastating. The earth honors its covenant with the sky. The earth receives the rain faithfully, absorbs it, and responds. But the beloved, the human beloved, has broken hers. That is her promise. Nature keeps its rhythm, its ahd, but people do not. Labīd ibn Rabia, who later became a Muslim, built his entire poem around this same contrast. The rains return, the camps revive, but the people who once lived there are gone. The natural world is more faithful to its covenants than human beings are to theirs. This ancient Arab wisdom is an early recognition of a truth the Quran would later confirm as divine law. The Quran takes what the poets felt and observed and makes it explicit. الذي خلق سبع سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت. He is the one who created 7 heavens, one above the other. You will never see any imperfection in the creation of the most compassionate. فَارْجِعِ الْبَصَرَ فَهَلْ تَرَى مِنْ فُتُورٍ. So look again, do you see any flaws? And the next ayah challenges us. ثُمَّ ارْجِعِ الْبَصَرَ كَرَّتَيْنِ يَنْقَلِبْ إِلَيْكَ الْبَصَرُ خَاسِئًا وَهُوَ حَسِيرٌ. Then turn your vision again and then again. In the end, your vision will come back to you worn and frustrated. The Arabic word tafawut, used in ayah 3, means inconsistency, irregularity, violation of proportion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, look at this creation. Look as hard as you can. You will find no broken promises in it, no laws violated, no covenants abandoned. The creation holds. It holds because the one who made it is Al-Hafiz, the preserver, the continuous keeper, and his creation reflects his attributes. In Surah Fāṭir, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُمْسِكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ أَن تَزُولَ وَلَئِن زَالَتَا إِنْ أَمْسَكَهُمَا مِنْ أَحَدٍ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ إِنَّهُ كَانَ حَلِيمًا غَفُورًا. Indeed, Allah alone keeps the heavens and the earth from falling apart. If they were to fall apart, none but Him could hold them up. He is truly most forbearing, all forgiving. Yumsiku here means He holds them. It is present tense, which means He is continuously holding them in this very instance right now. The heavens and the earth are not self-sustaining. They are held continuously by the one whose ahd never breaks. And in Surah Al-Imran, the Quran draws the human being, that is us, into this bond or agreement with the natural world, a relationship based on mutual aid and shared interests. It says, إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لِآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of the day and night, there are signs for people of reason. اختلاف الليل والنهار, the alternation of the night and day. This is not merely a scientific observation. Ikhtilaf means succession, alternation. The faithful following of one upon the other. Night comes, then day. The day and the night are honoring an ahd, and the ulul albab, the people of deep understanding, are defined in part by the fact that they see this. They watch the alternation and they recognize this is a covenant being honored. This is what continuous tending looks like when it has never failed. Now, here is what this episode is building toward. We said in episode 1 that Ahd's master key is the continuous tending, the preservation of something across every state, without abandonment. Creation is the longest running demonstration of Ahd in existence. Every sunrise is a covenant honored. Every rain is a reunion. Every seed that pushes through soil is responding to the ahd between a buried thing and the light it has never yet seen, but somehow knows to move towards. The Quran is asking the human being, that is us, who stands in the middle of all this kept faithfulness, to be honest. The sky keeps its ahd with the earth, the day keeps its ahd with the night, the rain keeps its ahd with the waiting ground. But what about us? What does the creation that surrounds us, faithful, unbroken, continuous, say about the covenants we are carrying? There is one final dimension of this root that belongs here. In Arabic, you can say, Ma ahittu fulanan kadiban. I have never known this person to lie. This is ahd as familiarity, a consistency or a pattern built over time. You have ahd with a place you have returned to again and again. You have ahd with a person whose character you have witnessed across the years. And the Quran invites us to something deeper, to have ahd with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inviting familiarity by observation and recognition. A presence you come to know through what you see repeated again and again in your life. Mercy, protection, subtlety, and care. The one who sustains everything around you is not unknown. He is being introduced to us continuously through a creation that has never once broken its rhythm. Creation is not random. It is not careless. It is not forgetful. It is, as we have discussed, consistent, faithful, continuous. And if ahd is the act of tending something without abandoning it, then creation is the longest running demonstration of ahd in existence. A living familiarity and intimacy of recognition, a relationship where the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Rahman, Al-Hafiz, Al-Latif, are not names you have memorized but a presence you know. The way you know the face of someone you have loved for a long time. The creation surrounding you with all its kept covenants is an invitation into that familiarity. In our final episode on ahd, that is covenants, the day when the covenant itself is summoned, not just you standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but our ahd standing besides us, testifying whether it was carried or left behind. Our journey continues. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.